Hi, Ben. How are you today?
Hi, Sophie. I'm doing really well, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing great, Ben. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, thanks for joining us. We hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. We always have something interesting to talk about.
Today, we're going to have a real English conversation about job interviews.
That's right, Sophie. Many people feel nervous before a job interview, so this is a great topic to practice.
Don't worry if you're still learning English. Just relax, listen carefully, and enjoy our conversation.
You'll hear useful words, common questions, and natural answers that people really use.
So, Ben, let's get started. Have you ever had a job interview?
Yes, I have. My first interview was a little scary.
Really? Why was it scary?
I didn't know what to expect. I kept thinking, what if I say something wrong?
I think many people feel that way before their first interview.
That's true. I was nervous, but I still did my best.
That's the important part. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show who you are.
Exactly. Every interview is a chance to learn something.
I like that idea. Even if you don't get the job, you get experience.
Yes, experience helps you feel more confident next time.
Ben, what was the first question they asked you?
The interviewer smiled and said, "Can you tell me about yourself?"
That's probably the most common interview question.
I think so too.
How did you answer?
I said, "My name is Ben. I recently finished school and I enjoy learning new skills. I'm friendly, hardworking, and I like working with people."
That's a nice answer. It's simple and clear.
Thanks, Sophie. I didn't use difficult words because I wanted to sound natural.
I think that's a good idea. Simple English is often better than complicated English.
I agree. When you use simple words, you usually make fewer mistakes.
That's true. Confidence is also important.
Yes, even if your English isn't perfect, speaking with confidence makes a good impression.
Speaking of confidence, do you think smiling is important?
Definitely. A smile makes you look friendly.
I agree. It also helps you feel more relaxed.
Exactly. When I smile, I don't feel as nervous.
Me too, Ben. A smile can change your mood.
It can also make the interviewer feel comfortable.
That's a great point.
Sophie, if you had an interview tomorrow, how would you prepare?
First, I'd learn about the company
Why is that important?
because it shows you're interested in the job.
That's true.
I'd also read the job description again.
Good idea.
Then I'd practice answering common interview questions.
Would you practice alone?
Sometimes, but I think it's even better to practice with a friend.
Like we're doing now?
Exactly, Ben. We can ask each other questions.
That sounds much more natural.
It does. You also get used to speaking out loud.
I think that's very helpful. What about your clothes? Do you think they matter?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because your appearance creates a first impression.
That's true. You don't need expensive clothes.
Right.
You just need clean and neat clothes.
I completely agree.
Feeling comfortable is also important.
Yes, if you're comfortable, it's easier to focus.
Exactly.
Then, imagine I'm the interviewer.
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome, Ben. Please have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Could you tell me about yourself?
Of course. My name is Ben. I'm a friendly and responsible person. I enjoy learning new things and working with others. I'm looking for a job where I can grow and improve my skills.
That's a strong answer.
Thank you.
Why do you want to work here?
I like your company because it has a good reputation. I also believe I can learn a lot from your team.
Nice answer.
Thanks, Sophie.
What are your strengths?
I think I'm reliable. I'm usually on time, and I enjoy helping people. I also learn quickly.
Those are great strengths. What about you, Sophie? What would you say? I'd say I'm organized. I like planning my work and I enjoy solving problems.
That's a useful skill.
Thank you.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What is one question that many people worry about?
I think it's this one. What is your weakness?
Oh, yes. That question makes many people nervous.
It really does.
How would you answer it?
I'd be honest.
Can you give an example?
Sure, I might say, sometimes I spend too much time checking my work because I want everything to be correct, but I'm learning to manage my time better.
I like that answer
Why?
because it's honest, but it also shows you're improving.
Exactly. Everyone has something to improve.
Nobody is perfect.
That's true.
I think interviewers know that.
Yes, they want to see if you're willing to learn.
Learning is very important in every job.
I couldn't agree more.
Sophie, do you think asking questions at the end of an interview is a good idea?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because it shows you're interested in the company and the job.
What question would you ask?
I'd ask, what does a normal day look like in this job?
That's a great question.
Or maybe, what do you enjoy most about working here?
I like that one too.
It's friendly and natural.
It also starts a real conversation instead of ending the interview quickly.
Exactly.
I think interviews should feel like conversations.
I agree. They're not just questions and answers.
They're also about getting to know each other.
That's a wonderful way to think about it. Ben, let's continue our interview practice.
Sure, Sophie. I'm ready.
Great. Here's another common question. Can you tell me about your work experience?
That's a good question. Some people have a lot of experience and some don't.
That's true. What if someone is looking for their first job?
They can still answer honestly. They can talk about school, volunteer work, or even personal projects.
Exactly. Everyone starts somewhere.
If I didn't have work experience, I might say, I don't have much work experience yet, but I'm eager to learn. I work well with others, and I always try my best.
I like that answer, Ben. It sounds positive.
Thanks, Sophie. I think being positive is very important.
I agree. Employers often look for people with a good attitude.
That's right. Skills can improve with practice.
Speaking of skills, what skills do you think are useful in almost every job?
Good communication is one.
Definitely.
Teamwork is another important skill.
I agree.
Being on time is also very important.
Yes, arriving late doesn't create a good first impression.
Exactly.
What about listening?
That's a great skill too.
Why do you think listening is important?
Because when you listen carefully, you understand people better.
That's true.
It also helps you answer questions correctly.
Good point. Sophie, have you ever made a mistake during an interview? Yes, I have.
Really? What happened?
I spoke too fast because I was nervous.
I think many people do that.
Yes, I wanted to answer quickly, but I forgot to slow down.
What did you do?
I took a deep breath and started speaking more slowly.
Did it help?
It really did.
That's good to hear.
Now I always remember that it's okay to pause before answering.
I like that advice.
It gives you time to think.
And it makes your answer clearer.
Exactly.
Sometimes people think they must answer immediately.
But that's not necessary.
Right.
A short pause is completely normal.
Sophie, here's another interview question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why should we hire you?
That's an interesting question.
It is.
I might say, I'm hardworking, I'm friendly, and I enjoy learning new things. I work well with other people, and I always try to improve.
That's a confident answer.
Thank you.
I noticed you didn't say you were perfect.
No, because nobody is perfect.
Exactly.
I think interviewers appreciate honest answers.
I agree.
Ben, do you think eye contact is important?
Yes, but it should feel natural.
That's a good point. You don't need to stare at someone.
That might feel uncomfortable.
Yes, just look at the interviewer while you're talking.
And while you're listening, too.
Exactly. Good eye contact. That's a great question. What should they do?
They shouldn't guess.
I agree.
They can politely say, "Could you repeat the question?"
That's a useful sentence.
Or they can say, "Could you explain that another way?"
That's very natural.
It's much better than pretending to understand.
Exactly. People are usually happy to repeat the question.
That's true. Sophie, let's talk about confidence again.
Sure.
Do you think confidence comes before experience?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yes, I think confidence grows every time you practice.
That makes sense.
The first interview might feel difficult.
Yes.
The second one usually feels a little easier.
And the third one is often even better.
Exactly. Practice changes everything.
It really does.
That's true for English too.
I was just thinking the same thing. The more you listen,
The more you understand,
the more you speak.
the more confident you become.
That's why conversations like this are helpful.
Yes, you're learning English naturally.
Without feeling like you're studying all the time.
Exactly.
Sophie, imagine your interview is tomorrow morning.
Okay.
What will you do tonight?
I'll prepare my clothes.
Good idea.
I'll check the company website again.
Nice.
I'll practice a few common questions.
Anything else?
Yes, I'll go to bed early.
That's important.
If I sleep well, I'll have more energy.
I completely agree.
What about you, Ben?
I'd also prepare everything the night before,
Why?
because I don't want to rush in the morning.
That's smart.
I'd also leave home early.
To avoid traffic?
Exactly.
Arriving early helps you feel calmer.
Yes, I usually arrive about 10 or 15 minutes early.
That's a good habit.
Thank you.
I think small habits can make a big difference.
I couldn't agree more.
One last question before we finish, Ben.
Go ahead, Sophie.
What's the most important thing to remember during a job interview?
For me, it's simple.
Tell us.
Be yourself.
I love that answer.
Smile, listen carefully, speak clearly, and don't be afraid to take your time.
Then, before we finish, I have one more question for you.
Sure, Sophie. I'd be happy to answer.
If your friend had their very first job interview tomorrow, what advice would you give?
I'd tell them not to worry too much.
That's a great start.
I'd say prepare well, believe in yourself, and do your best.
I like that.
I'd also remind them that the interviewer is just another person.
That's true.
Sometimes we imagine the interview is much scarier than it really is.
I agree.
Most interviewers simply want to know more about you.
Exactly.
They want to understand your skills, your experience, and your personality.
And they also want to see if you're a good fit for the job.
That's right.
Sophie, what do you think makes a good first impression?
I think it's a combination of things.
Like what?
A friendly smile, a polite greeting, and good eye contact.
I agree.
Speaking clearly also helps.
Definitely.
You don't have to speak quickly.
No, not at all.
Speaking slowly and clearly is often better,
It gives you time to think.
and it helps the interviewer understand you.
Exactly.
Sophie, do you think it's okay to say, "I don't know"?
Sometimes, yes.
Really?
Of course.
Can you explain?
If you truly don't know the answer, it's better to be honest.
That makes sense.
Then you can add, I'm willing to learn.
I like that sentence.
Me too.
It shows a positive attitude.
Exactly.
Employers often like people who enjoy learning.
That's true.
Learning never stops.
Especially in a new job.
Every new job teaches you something.
Ben, let's imagine one final interview question.
Sounds good.
The interviewer asks, do you have any questions for us?
That's a common question.
What would you ask?
I'd ask, what does success look like in this position?
That's an excellent question.
Thank you.
I might ask, what kind of training do new employees receive?
That's another good one.
It shows you want to learn.
Exactly.
And learning is something we've talked about many times today.
Yes, we have.
We also talked about confidence.
And preparation,
We talked about smiling,
speaking clearly,
listening carefully,
being honest,
asking questions.
and being yourself.
It's interesting how these simple things can make a big difference.
I couldn't agree more.
Ben, do you remember your first interview now?
I do.
How do you feel when you think about it?
I smile.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
because I was so nervous.
I can imagine.
My hands were shaking a little.
Mine would probably shake too.
I even forgot one answer for a moment.
What did you do?
I smiled, took a deep breath, and said, "Sorry, let me think for a second."
That's a very natural response.
The interviewer smiled too.
That's nice.
Then I answered the question calmly.
See, taking a moment really helps.
It certainly does.
Did you get that job?
No, I didn't.
Were you disappointed?
A little.
That's understandable.
But looking back, I'm actually happy
Really? Why?
because that interview taught me so much.
That's a wonderful way to think about it.
My next interview was much easier.
So every interview helped you improve.
Exactly.
That's an important lesson.
I think many people are afraid of making mistakes,
That's true.
but mistakes are part of learning.
They really are.
We all make mistakes when we're learning English.
Yes.
We also make mistakes when we start a new job.
And that's completely normal.
The important thing is to keep learning.
And keep trying.
Exactly.
Then I have one last fun question.
Ooh, I like fun questions.
Imagine you get your dream job.
Okay.
What's the first thing you'll do after the interview?
I'd probably call my family.
That's sweet.
I'd say, I got the job.
I think they'd be very happy.
I hope so.
Then what?
Maybe I'd meet a friend for coffee.
That sounds relaxing.
We'd celebrate together.
I like that idea.
What about you, Sophie?
I'd probably treat myself to my favorite meal.
That's a great celebration.
Maybe a nice pizza.
Pizza is always a good choice.
I knew you'd say that.
You know me well.
After today's conversation, Ben, what do you hope our listeners remember?
I hope they remember that they don't have to be perfect.
I love that.
Prepare well.
Practice often.
Stay positive.
Keep learning.
Believe in yourself.
And don't be afraid to speak English.
Every conversation helps you improve.
Every interview gives you experience.
Every small step brings you closer to your goal.
Well said, Ben.
Thanks, Sophie.
We really enjoyed spending this time with all of you.
We hope this conversation helped you feel more confident about job interviews and speaking English.
Remember, learning English doesn't have to be difficult.
Practice a little every day and you'll notice your progress.
Before we say goodbye, we'd love to hear from you.
Here's today's practice question.
If you had a job interview tomorrow, how would you introduce yourself?
Write your answer in the comments. We'd love to read it.
If you enjoyed practicing English with us today, don't forget to subscribe so you can join Sophie and Ben for more real English conversations.
Thanks so much for listening.
Take care, everyone.
Keep practicing your English.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.